Danny, happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Hoping you'll go easy on me.
I'll try. Let's start with an injury and health update. How's everybody?
Yes, we are in a pretty good place. We're hoping that we have everybody available come tomorrow. Obviously, the games come in short succession, so we hope to have everyone available. Good news is that the boys just on the periphery of the squad have played against Rangers on Saturday and a really positive result. Scored 5 in that game, which was good, and I think 8 unbeaten now, 7 wins in the last 8 for the 23 squad. So that's a real positive. And obviously, when you have 3 games in short succession, the opportunity to be able to use the squad is a positive thing.
Yeah, the illness issue you mentioned, Carl, afterwards. A bit of a tummy bug. Was that an issue for the whole squad generally? Was it quite an isolated incident?
We're hoping that it's isolated. Adama had a bit of a stomach bug as well, but they've come through that and they've trained early this week, so that's good.
Getting the equaliser off the bench, how much food for thought has he given you in terms of a starting option? Yeah,
Juninho has been excellent. I think his contribution has been obvious. I think he's had a major impact on all of the last 4 games in one way or another, and he's obviously scored 3 goals in about 70 odd minutes. So he's a kid that has got everything that could be anything that he wants to be. I said to him this morning, the only person that can stop him is him. And what we're trying to do is keep trying to manage him and managing his fault space and trying to set him up to be the player that we know he's capable of being.
What are you expecting then from Middlesbrough tomorrow?
Well, I think we're going to find a team that are transitioning between two different managers in 2 different styles and 2 different ways. Obviously, Tony Pulis has been an incredibly successful manager for an awful long time, and anybody who stands the test of time in football certainly deserves my respects and gets my respect. Jonathan Woodgate was an outstanding player, and has just picked up this Middlesbrough group, and I think he's trying to find the best way of playing with that group. They've played quite a lot this season in a 4-3-3. They changed to a back 3. I think they played the back 3 once against Cardiff in a 3-5-2. They changed at West Brom on Saturday and went to a back 5 and then played a diamond and a 1. So it's a unique formation that you don't play against every week. So I think we have to be prepared for that if that's what happens again. But like I said, if you look at the recent games, Middlesbrough have changed their system and changed their personnel. So I think ultimately probably they're trying to find the best way of playing to be successful. But certainly they've got good players. Britta Sombolonga is a boy that I actually see him make his senior debut. So he would have played for Wealdstone on loan when he was at Watford. He would have played at Banbury in the FA Trophy, and my Concord Rangers team were playing Wealdstone the next Saturday. And I remember him coming on at half time, Nicky and I would always watch the half times because you kind of learn a lot about players and their behaviours in those moments. And I remember him hitting a shot, and the crossbar is probably still wobbling because he hit it with a real power that you don't normally see at those levels. So as a result of that, we've kind of followed his career. They've got some really good midfield players. McNair is powerful. You look at Lewis Wing, a fantastic story. Kid that was at South Shields in the lower end of non-league football, and within a 2-year period is now playing in the Championship. And we saw his loan spell at Yeovil. I would have watched him play at Swindon the year before last. Saw him score a good goal there. He's got a good range of passing, and he's got a shot from distance that we have to be aware of. And they've got 3 very big physical front foot centre half. So and one of the best goalkeepers in the league. So they've got good players. There's no, I know that they probably haven't had the start that they would have wanted, but there's no doubt in the quality within their squad, and we anticipate a really tough game. But we're buoyed by the fact that we're 4 unbeaten, and with 2 home games now, the challenge for us is to try to become 5 unbeaten and then 6 unbeaten.
And finally, how much are you looking forward to your first night home game under the lights?
Well, I always like midweek games. I used to love midweek games as a young person. I can always remember my dad coming home. We were West Ham supporters, and he'd come home from work, and he'd come home in his suit, and he'd have 2 tickets in his front pocket, and we'd be talking, and he'd just prop the tickets up until we actually caught eye of them and saw them. And I can always remember the excitement that brought for Nicky and I, and going to Upton Park and travelling in and seeing the bowling ground as it was then, and when you first clapped eyes on the floodlights, it's always special, and it creates a great atmosphere. And the atmosphere on a Saturday at the John Smith Stadium has been fantastic. So we're looking forward to it being cranked up even further, and I think the tickets are £10 a go, which in the 21st century is pretty good value. So we're hoping that it's going to be packed out, and the supporters, as they have been from the moment we arrived, are right behind the team.